Welcome to this YouTube channel of K-Leaders. I'm Francis Chan. In this episode, I would like to share with you about the topic of employees' compensation insurance. Under the Employees' Compensation Ordinance, every Hong Kong employers are obliged to insure all its employees against the employees' compensation insurance. The employees include those part-time, full-time, temporary or permanent staff. The concept behind is to cover the employee's liability when the staff suffers injury or illness or die at work. This insurance is on top of the general staff medical insurance when the employer offers that to the employee. When taking out the employee's compensation insurance, it is very important for the employer to disclose every important information to the insurer, because any understatement or underreporting of such material information may lead to repudiation of claim or reduction in payment of compensation to the employer. This means that the employee has to bear the compensation out of its own pocket. Any employer who fails to comply with the ordinance and effect the insurance will be subject to fine and imprisonment. When taking out the insurance, please be reminded that every employee must be covered by the insurance. The insurer must be notified of every change in employment, including any new staff coming in. The insurer also be informed of the annual earnings, job duties, location of work of every employee. If the employee need to work overseas, or need to go for overseas business trip, or need to work under subcontract, then the insurer must be notified, because this will affect the amount of insurance premium payable. Please watch out the expiry date of the insurance policy, because every employee must be covered by the employee's compensation insurance every day when it works for the employer. In the screen, you can see the table showing the minimum insurance coverage under the employee's compensation insurance. So even though you have only one employee, the insurance coverage should still not less than $100 million. Once effect the insurance, the employee is obliged to display a notice of the insurance at the premises where the employee is employed. When an accident do unfortunately happen, other than informing the insurer, the employer must notify the Commissioner for Labor of such incident. In the screen, you can see the notice period for the notification requirement. Any employee who fails to notify the Commissioner of the incident will be subject to fine. When injury at work happens, the employer can ask the employees to attend a free medical examination and conduct a preliminary investigation in case of doubt. The employer can then contact the insurer for appropriate follow-up action. It is advisable for the employer to formulate company guidelines for handling employees' compensation cases. For the employees, once the incident happens, they are obliged to notify the employer immediately or as soon as possible, and provide the employee with all the details about the work injury. It is compulsory for every Hong Kong employer to insure its employees against the employees' compensation insurance without exception. The concept is to make sure that there is sufficient money to pay the employees if they get injured or die at work. In the next episode, I would like to share with you another compulsory requirement, which is about mandatory provident fund scheme. So please stay with us and see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, please give us a like and subscribe and share with your friends. Look forward to your continued support. See you next time. Bye-bye.